So you are looking to start a new YouTube channel, but you don't want to spend a lot of money dipping your toe into video creation. In this video, I can show you how you can start creating and editing videos just with your iPhone and your iPad. Hey, my name is Jerry, and I'm 11 months into this whole YouTube thing, and during that time, I've learned a lot. One of the most important things that you need to do to get started is just to get started. Getting your feet wet and getting comfortable with the process is way more important than the content initially. You don't need a fancy camera and a high-end computer to start, so let's walk through how we can do this. And I know, I said just a camera and iPad, but you're going to need a tripod of some kind and a phone mount. I am using an Amazon Basic stand and a cheap mount, which I will leave links for below. For lighting, just choose a bright window to sit in front of. Let's start with your phone as a camera. One of the questions you are going to ask is, do I need to shoot in 4K? No, but you can. Think about all the screens you have right now and how many of them are 4K capable. Maybe your TV? A majority of people are not watching YouTube on a 4K screen, and so there will be little benefit to shooting 4K. Also, 4K may require higher end hardware for editing. To do this video, we're going to be using this iPhone 11 Pro. Of course, you can use any old iPhone to record your video, and we are going to be using the front-facing camera so that you can see yourself. Using the built-in camera, you slide to video, and if you want to adjust your resolution or frame rate, you can do that at the top or in the camera settings. Next, you need to set your autofocus and auto exposure. Doing this will keep the levels the same so that if the lighting changes or you move around, it continues to have the same level of exposure. Now just hit record and film your A-roll. Depending on the type of video you make, you may have A-roll, which is like the talking head type video like this. Then depending on what you are talking about, you may want to shoot some B-roll that you add into the video later. In this video, I'm going to be talking about an Anker charger. And to shoot B-roll of the charger, you might want to put it in different positions and take short videos of it from different angles. You can also take videos of yourself using what you were talking about. After you get comfortable shooting videos, you do have the option to upgrade to something like Filmic Pro as your camera app. This allows for much more customized settings, including white balance, color profiles, shutter, ISO, etc. All right, now that we have the A-roll and the B-roll on the iPhone, we want to edit it, so let's move it over to the iPad. To move the files over, you can use AirDrop. Simply select the photos in the Photos app and share using AirDrop to your iPad. For this video, I'm using the base 7th generation iPad. You can get one on Amazon for $250 and it has an Apple A10 chip. Just like the iPhone's camera app, we are going to be using iMovie today to make this video. It's free and it comes with the iPad, so there's nothing else you need to buy. If you want to upgrade in the future, you can look at something like LumaFusion, which I highly recommend. All right, so now that we have the photos moved over to the iPad, let's go ahead and open up iMovie and create a new project. Click Movie. And we can see the 3 videos that we have in our video library here. We're gonna start with the main A-roll video and hit Create Movie. So in here we have our timeline of our A-roll that we just filmed, and we can make it bigger or smaller by pinching to zoom. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the beginning. Right before I start talking, we need to make a cut so that when it starts into the video, it's just a little bit, there's no delay. So to do that, we're going to zoom in and we're gonna look at what we got. You can kind of see before I start talking, there's just blank space. And we'll play it right here so you can see. Hey everybody, my name is Jerry, and today we're gonna... Yep, so we just wanna start right before the hey everybody. So maybe right there. And what we're gonna do is we're going to tap on the clip and we're gonna get our set of actions down here. We have actions, speed, volume, titles, and filters. We're gonna go to actions and we're going to hit split. And that's going to create a split in the video. Now we can adjust each of these completely separately. To delete the first clip, we're gonna tap it, and then down in the right-hand corner, hit delete. So now when we hit play, you'll see it goes right into the start of the video. Hey everybody, my name is Jerry, and today we're gonna be talking about this. All right, and we can also make that a little bit more seamless by doing a fade from black. So we can do fade in from black at the beginning. Now when we start it, it's gonna start black and then fade into the video. Hey everybody, my name is Jerry, and today we're gonna be talking about... Now this video doesn't have a lot of cuts because I made it just a pretty quick, short A-roll video, but we have to do the same thing at the end. We have to remove the blank space at the end. So down here, we'll go to where I stop talking, and then we'll make a cut there. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and whatever else you guys do. All right, that seems like a good spot. So we'll tap, hit split, we'll delete that last clip. And just like the beginning, instead of fading into the video, we can fade out to black. So now we have a nice smooth ending. The next thing we want to do is incorporate some of our B-roll that we took. So to do that, we need to find a place that makes sense for some of our B-roll. So right here, we're talking about the charger, and I think maybe a little bit further in the beginning. There we go. So we got a spot where I'm talking about the charger, and then I just kind of start rambling on. So I think right there is probably a good place for the B-roll. So to do that, we're going to go to Moments to find our video. We'll choose this first one here. And what we're going to do is hit this little three dot button. And we have a couple different options here: cutaway, picture-in-picture, split screen, blue screen, audio only. We want to do a cutaway. We want to keep the audio from the original clip playing and just do a cutaway to our B-roll video. So we'll tap that. Now, just like with the A-roll, we're going to need to cut a little bit of that out. And right at the beginning, I think, because we have a camera shot where I'm looking at it, and then we kind of just curve a little bit around it. So maybe right around there, we'll cut it. Then we'll delete the first one. So now you can see when it's playing, the audio will continue, but it will cut away to the other clip. With you. And it's really nice to be able to go ahead and charge things on the go. Now, all right, now let's add the second B-roll clip in here by doing the same thing. We'll do a cutaway. And I know I want this one to just kind of rise up from the bottom. So we'll start probably right around there. We'll go ahead and split that clip, delete the first half. And we want to drag this guy over a little bit. So we're just gonna tap and hold and drag him over. So now same thing, the video will overlay and the audio from the original A-roll will continue to play. Hear what I'm saying here. But on the side here, we have one USB-A port and we have... Awesome. All right, so I'm not gonna go into every feature of iMovie on the iPad, but I do want to add a title at the very beginning, and I want to add music as kind of a background music for the video, so you don't just hear my voice rambling on. So to do the title, we have to actually make a cut so that the title doesn't just play over this entire A-roll video. So probably around 4 seconds is what you want your length of your title to be. So we're just gonna put my Twitter handle in here as a title when I'm introducing myself. And let's find a place for the cut. Today, we're gonna be talking about this Anchor PowerPort 2. All right, that seems about right. So we'll tap, we'll split the clip, and over here on this, we want to add a title. So you have a number of different options you can choose. You can play around with some of that. We're going to go with gravity in the lower side, and we'll just go ahead and add my Twitter information here. All right, so now when we play this, we're gonna see the title pop in and then go away after that cut. Hey everybody, my name is Jerry, and today we're gonna be talking about... All right, and you might have heard that sound from that title. To turn that on and off, we're gonna go back to the titles. We're gonna turn sound effects off on that. I don't think I want that. Hey everybody, my name is Jerry, and today we're gonna be talking PowerPort 2 with... All right, so that's how we add a title. Now let's look at adding a background music track. And iMovie has a number of tracks built in, so we'll just go ahead and add something from the library. All right, so to add audio, we're going to choose the audio section over here. We're going to choose soundtracks, and then we're gonna just pick a song that might work. Let's try this guy. Maybe a little too bassy. All right, this probably works. So we're just gonna hit add. So you can see down here that we have the audio track that was added to the video. So what you're gonna see when I hit play is that the volume for the audio is a bit too loud and kind of drowns out the A-roll audio. So let me show you. Power delivery. This charger is a very good... So what we need to do here is we need to lower the volume of the audio by tapping on it, going to volume, and we can just drag the slider up and down. And let's try that and see how it sounds. Good charger. It works on so many situations. And it's incredibly subtle right now. So we can bring it up just a little bit maybe, but we don't want it to drown out or make the audio of the A-roll difficult to hear. So let's go up just a tad and hit play. And you can take it with you wherever you go. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. So that is pretty much all you need to create a video using iMovie on the iPad. We have our A roll, we have our B roll, we have underlying music, we have a title. You can get into other things like transitions and speed ramping and filters and things like that, but we're not gonna go into that today. I just wanted to show you the basics of creating a video for YouTube, shot on your iPhone, edited on your iPad, things you most likely or may already have. The only other thing you need to do with this is save it out to your library so that you can use the YouTube app to upload it or send it to a computer to upload or whatever you want to do. To do that, we're gonna click Done on our video. And then down here, we have our share button. And from here, we can save video, and that's going to save it to your photo library, or you can save it to files and you can choose the location you want to do it. We'll save it to our library. Choose the resolution for the video that you shot. And wait a couple of minutes for it to export. Now we can see the video inside the Photos app. And there it is. We're gonna be talking about this Anchor PowerPort 2. And that is how you can make your first video for YouTube using just your iPhone and your iPad. Like I said earlier, I have learned a lot about this stuff in the last 11 months, and I will have a lot more to say about it in a few weeks, so hit subscribe if you wanna hear more about that. If you wanna see more about my process and other apps I use, let me know in the comments below. Getting started is hard, but you can start with an iPhone and iPad you already have. If you want to see additional ways to move files between iOS devices, check out the video over here, and I'll see you next time.